What's going on, guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Inthavong and I'm a freelance filmmaker. And as a filmmaker, I really enjoy shooting at night or a low light environment. My go-to camera is the Canon EOS R6, which perform pretty well in low light situations. So, okay, assuming you guys understand what ISO is. If you don't, I'll briefly explain what ISO is. The higher the ISO increases, the more sensitivity your camera is to lights. And that could cause some graininess and noise in your image. And the lower your ISO is, the darker your image is, so you would need extra light to brighten your image. Here's my 5 tips on how to shoot at night or a low light environment. Tips number 1, use a fast lens with an aperture that's wide enough to let the lights in. So the aperture number should be around 2.8 or lower. The lower your f-stop numbers are, the more lights it leads into the camera sensor, and that creates a brighter image. Okay, my go-to lens is a prime lens, especially the 50 f-stop of 1.8, which I'm using right now to film this video. Or if you prefer a zoom lens, try not to go over 2.8. Okay, and tips number 2, use a portable light source to key light your subject. The one I use the most is the Aperture MC, and I carry this in my bag to every shoot. Tips number 3, use ambient light or environment lights to key your subject. So you want to shoot close to where there's light source as much as possible, such as street lights, store lights. When I shot at this nightclub, the place is lit so well. So if you guys shoot at a nightclub, make sure you find out how the lighting is at that place. And tips number 4 is try to shoot in a lower frame rates, such as 24 to 29 frames per second. Because if you shoot in a higher frame rate, such as 60 or 120 frames per second, you have to increase your shutter speed, and that leads to darker image, and you would have to boost up your ISO, increase your ISO values, and that can cause graininess or noise in your image. Okay, and finally, tips number 5. When you follow all these steps and you still have some graininess, some noise in your image, you can use a plugin or a software to denoise it in post. And the software that I use is called Neat. They work pretty well to denoise some of my image that I want to use. Alright, that's gonna be it for this episode. If you have any other tips on how to shoot in a low light situation, please comment below. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button and don't forget to subscribe.